In the weeks since Josh Duggar's arrest on child pornography charges, most members of his family have chosen to keep their mouths shut. That makes sense, of course, as this is the sort of scandal that could bring their family media empire crashing to the ground. Plus, it's generally not a good idea to comment on an ongoing court case, especially when you're hoping that the defendant will go free. Yes, believe it or not, most of the Duggars are still 100% Team Josh. But thankfully, at least 2 members of the Duggar clan have unshackled themselves from their sick parents who taught them from a young age that sexual assault is always the fault of the female victim. For example, Jill Duggar has cut ties with her family a time ago. After all, she was one of Josh's young victims, and she was indoctrinated by Jim, Bob and Michelle to believe that she was to blame. Of course, Jill rebelled against her parents long ago, so her stance doesn't come as a total shock. The second Duggar to the second to take a stand is a bit more unexpected. The second youngest male in the massive Duggar brood, John David, has always been sort of the anti-Josh. Conscientious where his brother is depraved, faithful to his wife where Josh is anything but, John David has become a fan favorite, largely for his willingness to look at his older brother and emphatically say, "That will never be me." John David has kept mum about Josh's current scandal, but in the past he's made it clear that he finds his big brother's depravity to be absolutely appalling. For me, making sure that I'm the man that I need to be, that I'm an example to those all around me, it's a big load, it's a big weight upon me now, John David said shortly after it was released that Josh had molested 4 of his sisters. Hey, I've got a whole bunch of younger siblings looking up to me, and I've got to be an example to them because whatever I am, that's what they want to be. While his parents were running damage control mode in an effort to save the Duggar media empire, it fell to John David to remind Josh that he had done something unforgivable. One of the toughest things I ever had to tell my older brother was, "I don't want to be like you anymore," John said at the time. We don't know what, if anything, John David has said to Josh in the wake of this latest scandal, but we doubt his words were any kinder than they were after the first of Josh's many sex scandals. These days, John David is married to Abby Burnett, and the 2 of them have started a family of their own. While growing up, the 2 eldest Duggar sons were frequently compared to one another. These days, it's clear that John David has more in common with his twin sister Jenna, and thankfully he has very little in common with Josh.
That's it for now, thank you for watching, please subscribe to stay tuned.